It's Monday, brothers, and this one is a big one. We're talking rumours and potentially a leak from Games Workshop itself. Again, a potential leak from Games Workshop itself. I want to talk about the Adeptus Custodes. I want to talk about track vehicles getting an update. And I want to talk about Guilliman and the Ultramarines, because it seems the Primarch rumours may be true. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, as I always say, before we jump into everything, please remember all the rumours I'm about to talk about in this video are rumours. They're all lies. They're not fact. We'll only know if it is true if GW show it off during a live stream, a social media post, etc, etc, etc. But the big thing to remember is that rumours are lies and they are not facts. Now, let's start with this potential leak from Games Workshop, because this was spammed to me the other day and I wanted to bring it up in this video because it does seem this could be that next Red Corsair unit. I'm going to put the image up in the background right now, and this is from the Warhammer Masterclass Red Corsair Armor advertisement. This is put out by Games Workshop itself. That's going to be happening at an event in the US very, very soon. It's basically you pay some money and you learn to paint a certain thing. And it says right here, Warhammer Masterclass presenter Ed Sanderson shows you how to paint the power armor on a Red Corsair Raider. Now, a lot of people are taking that as a potential brand new unit for the Red Corsairs. We know that the Red Corsairs have that command unit coming out. We've already seen Huron. We've seen the Apothecary, a part of that as well. But the rumor is around it, which I've been talking about, whispering about, is that there's also going to be another unit added to the Red Corsair mini refresh, whatever you want to call it, and that's supposed to be some type of hunter unit. Is this what it is? Is it a Red Corsair Raider? Is that what we're going to be calling the Raiders or something? Absolutely no idea. It sounds like a new unit. Maybe they're just calling Red Corsairs Raiders. I don't know. How do you see it? It's either heads or tails at this point. All I know is that I trust the rumors and that there is supposed to be another Red Corsair unit to be shown off, and it could be that. Side note, by the way, $55 US, GGW? Seriously? Bloody hell, lads. You know, Dick Turpin at least wore a mask before he robbed people. What are you doing? You're a multi-billion pound company and you're charging people $55 to learn how to paint? Surely you've got enough bloody money. Now, on to one of the biggest requests when it comes to rumours, and that is the Adeptus Custodes. The amount of messages I get spammed, what's going on with the Custodes, Valrak, any news of the Custodes. Bloody hell, you people love the Adeptus Custodes, apparently, anyway. Now, let's go back just a little bit before we jump on to new stuff. I heard that there was going to be a big vehicle refresh in terms of Custodes. When I say vehicles, you know, dreadnoughts going plastic, the grav carriers, the tanks potentially, all going plastic. That's what I heard for the rumours, but apparently that is just the tip of the iceberg, because what I've heard since that is it's going to be even bigger. Apparently, everything that's currently in resin, bar the flyers, because I've heard nothing about the flyers. Hopefully, the flyers are included in this. They are going to refresh it all in plastic. That is the big, big thing that is going to be happening with the Adeptus Custodes. So everything that you can visualize infantry-wise at this moment in time in resin, they are going to move it over to plastic. It's going to be a plastic model. And of course, on top of that, one of the big things we'll be talking about, like live streams and stuff, we're going to be getting some new stuff added to the Adeptus Custodes. One of those things is going to be female custody models as well. I have no idea how they're going to do them. A lot of people are saying Valrak is going to be like boob armor and stuff like that. I am 99.9% sure it's not going to be anything like that. It's literally just going to be like more of maybe a female head, maybe a female shield cap. Again, I have no idea, but I have heard that female custodians are coming to the Adeptus Custodes. Again, a full-on range refresh for the Adeptus Custodes will be happening over the course of, I don't know, maybe a couple of years, let's say. I don't think they're going to put it out all in one big push straight away because there's so many blood units. But what I've heard is that there is going to be a massive refresh for the Adeptus Custodes. So, yeah, that's it. The golden protectors of the Emperor getting a brand new range of models, and it should, well, the start of it should be previewed this Friday with the big first reveal show of the year. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if it's true or not. I don't know, right? Do you want it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And moving from the Custodes to the real heroes of 40k, the Space Marines, right? Because we are, of course, the cool kids of the setting. Let's talk about Space Marine tank, because this is another subject that we've waffled about so long, and I'm starting to hear rumors now that Games Workshop are going to start looking at track-based vehicles for a redesign. And the first vehicle they're looking to redesign is the Rhino. Now, when I say redesign, I'm not saying that it's going to be a complete different Rhino. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. All I've got is a redesign of the Rhino. If I was someone who was a betting person, and this is my own headcanon, my own theory, I would think they're just going to literally redesign the kit to maybe be a little bit bigger, maybe, to, you know, to current scale on the tabletop, and it goes together a lot better. If you look at some of the new Horus Heresy kits, the Fellblade, the Spartan Assault Tank, their version of the Rhino and stuff, it goes together way, 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 way better than the current 40k Rhino kits, Land Raider kits. Like, they're just terrible to put together. There's so many gaps in there. It's just horrible. So a redesign like that, I think, is definitely on the cards. And also, this opens up the discussion now. Like, if that rumor is true and they do the Rhino, then that means, like, that's just the chassis. So the Rhino chassis is done then, so that means potentially a new Razorback, okay? Predator tanks, etc. You know, it opens up a plethora then of other vehicles to come in for the Space Marines. What I think Games Workshop are trying to do is they're literally trying to go back in time and connect with those people who don't like the Primarch Marines, but bring the stuff that they did like back in and redo it that way in this new setting. That's what I think they're attempting to do. That's why I keep hearing about, like, rumors about, like, this mixed armor squad that's going to be coming out for, like, 11th edition. But again, we'll talk about 11th edition in another video, because I'm hearing some absolutely spicy things about that. And saving the best till last, new Primarch models. If there's something that I love, right, it's a good Primarch spanking. And we've talked about this before, and it's Guilliman. Guilliman getting a new model. It started with Guilliman getting a 40k model, and then the Whispered said, no, Valrak, that's not true. Guilliman's getting a 30k model, which, again, I believe it. I believe the Whispers, all right? But now I'm hearing from the Whispers, no, Valrak, that is also not true as well, because apparently Guilliman is getting a new 30k model, but he's also going to be getting a new 40k model. And this is what all the big teasers has been about with, like, the Ultramarine stuff and etc, etc. All that stuff. It's going to be 30k and 40k new Guilliman models. Does it make sense? It does to me, because the Ultramarines get 2 models for everything. 2 Calgars, etc. 2 Tituses, 2 Guillimans in both settings, 40k and 30k. It makes sense, right? Primarch models do sell, and it's stupid of GW not to make as many Primarch models as possible. I actually do think if you look at the 40k Guilliman Primarch model and compare it to the Lion model, it's just a no-show. Like, the Lion rocks Guilliman's 40k model. So for them to go back in and potentially do another Guilliman for 40k, I think it completely makes sense. If you look at the Guilliman in 30k, if you look at most of the Primarch models in 30k, a lot of them are a swing and a miss. So again, it makes sense for them to go in and redo them. Again, I've heard Dawn's being redone, Guilliman's being redone, right? It won't surprise me if they do, like, Corax, Vulcan, etc, etc. Maybe do, like, more versions of them at the different stages of, like, the siege and stuff like that. We're literally getting brand new demonic Primarchs for Horus Heresy. So why not, right? This is where the moneymaker is. This is where they can make their money. So it makes sense for them to go in and just do alternate versions and just do alternate poses and just go with the rule of cool. I believe the rumors. We're going to be getting both Primarchs now. That is where it's like betting on every horse in a race. That's what it is. Either way, I'm going to lose, right? But yes, I'm doing on both of them. 30k and 40k Guilliman. I'm trusting the whispers of the warp, and that's what I'm bloody going with. Anyway, Chaperonios, I'm going to leave the video there. Don't forget, we have got a big reveal show this coming Friday. I'm going to be doing a watch along with it. If you join me on it, like I always do, I'm going to do a little giveaway towards the end of it as well. Anything that gets previewed there, we are going to give away on the channel, as we always do. We love it. We love watching along, right? Sometimes the good, sometimes the bad, but at the end of the day, we watch it together, we make friends, and we have some laughs. If you've got any thoughts about the rumours that I've mentioned today, post it down below. We'll have a little chin wag down there. I actually have heard some more spicy Horus Heresy stuff with Mark IV plastic, but we'll do that in another video. A dedicated Horus Heresy Mark video, because there's a lot of units supposed to be coming for the Horus Heresy. See you in a bit. Have a good one. Have a good week. Start the week if you're watching this on a Monday. If you're not watching on a Monday, then have a good day, whatever day it is you're watching this on. See ya. Have a good one, and bye-bye.